Greetings and salutations to all of my wonderful viewers. I hope you have all had a wonderful Pride Month this year, and with it officially coming to a close, I bring you what was supposed to originally be just this silly ha-ha funny drawing turned into something much bigger. So to kick things off, for those of you who are unaware, Pride Month is a time of year that has been adopted by many members of the LGBTQ community as a time to celebrate the community's diversity, uniqueness, and the whole beautiful spectrum of people within it. And LGBTQ is an abbreviation of the terms lesbian, which is a term used to describe women who are attracted to other women; gay, a term commonly used to describe men who are attracted to other men; bisexual, which is a term commonly used to describe somebody who is attracted to both men and women; trans, which is a term used to commonly describe somebody who was born female but wants to become a male later on in life, or the other way around, a man who wants to become a woman. And last but certainly not least, for sure, is the term queer, which is a term commonly used to describe people or persons who do not identify as heterosexual and who do not identify with the gender that was assigned to them at birth. Queer is also commonly used to describe individuals who do not identify with any of the aforementioned terms that I listed prior. Now, there is an entire plethora of other identifiers that I sadly can't go over here, because if I did, we'd be here all bloody day. So if you're interested, I recommend that you do your own research. Now, about this little creation of mine. Like I mentioned previously, it was originally just supposed to be a joke because I had come up with the term "Make America Gay Again," and I thought, haha, that's funny, I should do a drawing for it, or based around it. But after giving it more thought, I started getting more ideas about how I could make the piece better, and then ultimately I just got a bunch of ideas, put them together to make the drawing that you're going to see at the end of this video. Which, fun fact, took me a whopping 7+ hours to do over the course of what I believe to be 2 or 3 days. So yeah, definitely a bit more of an undertaking than what I was expecting originally. Now, some things I really wanted to emphasize in this piece were themes of inclusivity and diversity, by including some of the most frequently used labels in the LGBTQ community. For example, homosexuality, aka gay and lesbian, and transgender. Now, another fun fact about this drawing was, like I mentioned previously, the original idea was to have it say, "Make America Gay Again." And as production on this piece began to come to a close, I began to feel like gay was a bit too limiting of a term for me to use, especially considering the themes of inclusivity and diversity that I was really pushing for. And so I set out to find another, better terminology to use instead, which, after much research, had drawn me to the word queer. A term, as previously mentioned, is used to describe pretty much anybody who does not identify as solely heterosexual or cisgender, aka the gender you are assigned at birth. Now, I will admit, the term queer, I was a little hesitant to use it originally, simply because apparently it has a somewhat controversial history. However, same can be said for other words used to describe LGBTQ members as well. So I ultimately decided to use the word queer for those who will hopefully not take offense to it. And to be fair, even if you do take offense to it, there's nothing stopping you from not looking at the drawing that I did, much less moving on to something that won't offend you or make you uncomfortable in any way. Because that's just one of the beautiful things about the internet. You can just walk away or click away and close out of whatever thing may or may not make you uncomfortable. And now, before we wrap things up in a fabulous bow adorned with glitter and sparkles, I wish to educate you all and share with you a little bit about myself. As per usual, sorry not sorry. Now, I personally identify as demisexual and gender fluid. Demisexuality being used to describe individuals, such as myself, who typically feel more sexually attracted to individuals whom of which they have formed strong, intimate bonds and relationships with. And as for the term gender fluid, that one is commonly used to describe somebody who doesn't fully commit to any singular gender label and prefer to have the freedom to change what they identify as based on their situation and or mood. So for example, most of the time I identify as female, but there are times where I feel like a guy and therefore I identify as such. Because I mean, why not? Now these are just very general descriptors for these terminologies that I shared with you. It's, as most things in life, different for everybody. So if you're a fellow gender fluid or a fellow demisexual and you feel like I didn't do a very good job of describing either of these terms, or if you feel how I described them is wrong in any way, rest assured, I'm not saying everybody, this is everybody that identifies with these terms. Like I said, it's different for everybody. These are just very generalized descriptions of the terms demisexual and gender fluid. And I just want to clarify, the same can be said for the terms lesbian, gay, bisexual, and trans and queer, as I have described them as well. Again, if you feel like I didn't describe them well, rest assured, I am fully aware that these terms are taken differently for everybody, and everybody is different. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I just want to educate those who may not know using my own knowledge and my own experiences as reference. If you have anything to add out there, or you have anything you'd like to share, please feel free to in the comments below. The engagement is very much appreciated. And hey, who knows? Maybe one or two of you out there will teach me something new. I'm always up for learning new things. Because one thing is for certain, knowledge is power, and the more of it you have, the better off you are. Anywho, I do declare that about concludes our video for today. I truly hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. And in equal measure, I hope to see you all again next time. Until then, farewell for now, and for all of those who may celebrate it, happy rest of your Pride Month!